Hello, fight fans. This is Coach Nathan of NS Champ 7 Power Boxing Series at nschamp7.com with a preview of the long-awaited heavyweight rematch between two former Olympic gold medalists in Anthony Joshua and Olyksander Usyk. Now, this is for Usyk's WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight titles, which he took from Joshua in their first fight. In that first fight also, Usyk pretty much gave Joshua a boxing lesson with his bobbing and weaving, feints, in and out movement, while constantly landing combinations, and in the latter rounds he landed his power shots, which sealed the deal for his unanimous decision. Since then, Usyk has volunteered to join the military to help defend his country, Ukraine, from the Russian invasion, which happened back in February. In late March, it was reported that Olyksander would be leaving Ukraine to prepare for the rematch with Joshua. Now, the big thing about Usyk in the ring is this. He doesn't know how to lose. Not yet, anyway. This guy's beaten 6 championship or world-class caliber opponents and had extensive success as an amateur because he not only won the Olympic gold medal, but before that he won the World Amateur Boxing Championship, which is probably the most second prestigious title you can win in amateur boxing. And the pressure of dying for your country in battle, that far more supersedes any pressure of a professional world prize fight. Also, he won the first match rather handily, so he shows that he has the skills as well as the confidence to do it again. On the other hand, Anthony Joshua has a lot more room for improvement from his first fight. In the first fight, he didn't seem to box with any real conviction or purpose, or a game plan, or if he had it, he certainly didn't stick to it, which is probably the reason why he hired new trainer Robert Garcia. Now, I haven't seen any sparring from his training camp footage, but I do see that Garcia's got him sitting down on his punches, which adds more power to your shots because you're putting body weight into your punches. And he's been throwing some hard combinations on the mitts and on the heavy bag. I also see a little bit more head movement in training camp also for this fight. Now, folks, every trainer has an opinion as to how Joshua should approach this fight. So for whatever it's worth, here's mine. Now, the strategy here is to have Joshua impose not only his will, but his size and physicality on his opponent, whom he outweighs by about 23 to 24 pounds. Also, Anthony Joshua is 6'6". Usyk is somewhere around 6'2". So, that's a good strategy to sit down on your punches, the extra head movement, but I would also have him take it a step further by setting up those hard combinations with a battering ram type of a jab, a hard battering ram type of a jab, a.k.a. Larry Holmes or Sonny Liston. Now, I'm talking about a jab which snaps that head back, or if you shoot it at the bottom of his chin or his chest, you want to hit something so your opponent will feel your power, thus slowing him down, eventually breaking him down in hopes of a late round stoppage. If you review the first match, Anthony used his jab as a rangefinder with no power at all on it, sticking it out somewhat like a flea flicker. And he never did find the range for his hard combinations. Joshua also, too, has shown that he's capable of that transformation, as you witness the difference from his first and second fights against Andy Ruiz. So he has the versatility. From a mental standpoint, he has to put that defeat behind him, act as if it never happened, or come into the ring and make that first defeat like a 244-pound chip on his shoulder. That was his weight at the weigh-in, 244 pounds. So act as if it's a 244-pound chip on his shoulder and fight this guy as if you're fighting someone who stole something very precious from you. Another piece of added motivation should be that if he wins, he'll be Britain's first 3-time world heavyweight champion. So this fight can go either way, folks. To me, a lot of it depends on which Anthony Joshua shows up. But this also makes for an exciting an intriguing fight for us, the fans, to watch. So, that's my analysis of the fight, folks. But don't forget, for elite boxing instruction, elite boxing analysis, and elite boxing philosophy, check me out and subscribe to nschamp7.com. Enjoy the fights.